I'm William Nozak, and in this module, I'm going to talk to you about 8 tips to using infographics. So are infographics good for SEO? The answer in short is absolutely. They're going to help you gain social shares, help you spread awareness about a business, service, or product, can generate traffic to a website, because usually these things are embedded in the websites. Great for link building. People want to link to these things, add them into their own blogs and their own content. Ultimately, infographics, they're proven. They improve domain authority, they build organic traffic, and they boost SEO. So the best tips here: do your research, know your audience, consider the journey, outline your content, create a killer design, publish the infographic, share the infographic, and then do some outreach. Research is the first and most fundamentally important task to do to create successful infographics. This is true for any piece of content, especially for infographics. We want to create something that's visually appealing and actually stimulates the brain, where people look at it and they're like, oh wow, this is really great content. That's super important for an infographic. So conduct a study, ask your users, ask potential customers, ask somebody what a bunch of information collected in one place might be, what they might need or might use, and then create that. So know your audience. You're gonna have different personas, different demographics. What we might say is you might have persona A, B, and C, and even a D. And so we wanna give consideration to what content and how we package this content for these different personas. You may package the same thing 4 different ways. Consider packaging information for a vendor. You would package it differently for your team, and you would package that same information differently for a potential user. Infographics are no different for personas. Consider the journey. Once research is completed and the target audience identified, or a persona, developing a narrative that will be engaging from start to finish is the next step. We've got a chunk of information or a set of rules or some type of guide, and we want to create a look where people kind of are visually stimulated, to be honest with you. And it really just gives them a short guide. For instance, I'm a runner. And so when I was running a half marathon, I looked for an infographic to give me the dates of when I needed to do different things preparing up to race day. Prime example for an infographic. So outline your content. An infographic needs an objective. What are we trying to present to the person? What does the end user need? Is there some type of journey? Are there steps that we need them to take? Is there some type of calendar leading up to a certain date? So key things to consider: don't overwhelm your audience with too much information. Keep the text minimal. Don't use too many colors or images. Honestly, if you can keep it in your brand guide, use your primaries and secondaries and fonts, you'll help with brand awareness. Present content clearly, concise. Don't be overly wordy, and keep messaging bold but creative, right? We want to make this an extension of our brand. Create a killer design. There are a lot of great tutorials out there on YouTube and other programs that show you how to make great infographics in Canva, in Photoshop, in Illustrator. There's just so many great people out there showing you cool techniques. All you do is go look at one of their guides, watch the guide for a couple hours, use your own colors, use your own fonts, use your own information, and voila, you've got beautiful infographics. So design is crucial to reaping all the SEO benefits, right? This is that nozzle that's like expertise, authority, and trust. We've got great content, but then how we package it: content is king, packaging is queen. We package it, and then all of a sudden our content improves. So we tighten up, tweak that information, and it's just kind of these two dolls work together. So try to give the infographic a unique design, something that can capture the attention of the target audience or the personas we're targeting. Always include a link to your website or a mention of your business. ABC, always be closing. ABB, always be branding. All that we try to live by these. ABB, always be branding. ABC, always be closing. And we've got several of these ABs that we use, but right here, just be thinking, how can we always include our brand information? How can we always be closing with a good CTA? Where would we like these individuals to maybe pop down our funnel if there is a next step to becoming a consumer? Always add easy to use sharing buttons for all your popular social media platforms. Super important to get people to share. And then publish the infographic. You can publish it in your media library, You could publish it on a post, you could publish it on a page. Really, these are the places that I would include it. And then you could also add it in other places. But when we're sharing that graphic in social medias, we really want people to link back and send good juice to the website. So we really should put it on a website, get a URL, make sure the file name is accurate, make sure the slug is accurate, make sure everything is accurate so when it does get shared, people are seeing exactly what it is from anything that's visible. So place it on the website. This is called publishing the infographic, and then share it. So share it with your social media people, share it with tastemakers, people that might want to share that to their following. Share it over and over again. It isn't a once and done thing. You don't make it, share it once and it's good. These things, they should be timely. They should get many, many uses, maybe even once a month or once a quarter. And so we really want to continue to use these great assets that we've developed and also have the source files so you can update it over time. And then outreach. You're gonna reach out to bloggers, influencers. You're gonna do press releasing with it. You're gonna reach out to infographic directories, great places where you can get your infographics listed. You're gonna reach out to your existing connections. You're gonna find every single opportunity to get this infographic visibility, not only embedding it in blog posts that it may strengthen from an SEO perspective. And absolutely, when I think of repurposing content, I think of video. I think of course, a blog post. I think of a video. I think of an audio for some type of podcasting or when people just want to hear it. And I absolutely always think of imagery and infographics. So those are 8 tips for using infographics. If you need to, go back and listen to that one. If not, I'll see you in the next module.